Madden Championship for Madden Saturday going on right now. And this here is the next game that will be going to it. The Seahawks and Chiefs. Now all the games that I've played, I've been the home team. So this time I had to be the away team, so we're playing at Arrowhead Stadium. And we're doing actually another Madden Saturday game on Sunday against the Jets and the Giants to even up the series, to make up for the fact of the day that we did one the first day the series began. So to make even for that fact,
coming up, we've got a good
we're going to do that
between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm kicking it away.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Arrowhead.
So the winner of this game plays the winner of the game on Sunday, as the Texans won the last game. They're playing against the Rams in a couple of weeks from now. That should actually be in 2 weeks, I believe. Let me take a quick look here while they're getting set up. Yes. Okay, so next week we have the final matchups of the first round. Then the week after that we have the Patriots and Falcons will be playing one game, and the Rams and Texans will be playing. So they will be playing in 2 weeks, so you guys can watch those games. Alright, so here we go. The Jets and Giants game, I'm looking forward to that one.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
So we can pretty much say the winner of this game plays New York. Makes sense, because the winner is playing a New York team. What New York team? Nobody knows.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Alright, so we got a nice stop there to start off.
And it's a good one. Now it's Lockett.
To start off this quarter,
50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll
we got to stop here.
First and 10.
Time for the Seahawks to play. Now I'm using the color rush uniforms for both teams. You don't notice this so much in Kansas City, because that's a pretty similar red that they always use. But the color rush for this Seahawks is one of my favorite color rush uniforms.
He took that in one-handed.
Almost an interception.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think the Seattle Seahawks love nothing more than questions Doug Baldwin and his skills. Because then
chip on his shoulder.
Chip. You're talking about Boulder. All right? And that's what fuels him. Remember,
okay, so first down there, Russell Wilson, 11-yard rush.
And I don't think he wears that number 89 by accident. He reminds me a lot of Steve Smith in attitude and now in playmaking ability.
And 104 yards and a touchdown in that wild card game to prove it. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that one.
Yes.
And all the way in.
That was what we needed. That was a good early start. Nice play.
And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Nothing to worry about there at all.
And then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Alright, so here we go. Kicking it off again. after the touchdown. We are ahead by 7. Nice start compared to our last game, where we had a couple bad plays to start off in our game. Jamal Charles, nice little rush there, but not getting anywhere. So I don't know why I said it was a nice little rush.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
All right. He had a good running lane, but he ran to the left a little bit.
Pick up there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down now following the run.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they
now if you guys are wondering, the series is Madden Saturday. Why are you doing one on Sunday for tomorrow's game? I don't like to go over 3 videos in a day. I really try to stay below that. And, you know, I can do 3 a day, but if I'm not trying to do 4. And if I would do 4 because I have to prepare for the vlog as well for today. When that goes up after this game. So I said I gotta prepare for that, and I can't just be like, hey, let's do 4 videos in a day. It's something I can't do.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Smith. He's got time. And he'll be hit.
That ball hit the ground and bounced up.
And that'll fall incomplete.
I'm confused.
Get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced it incomplete.
All right, so here we go.
Now Smith.
We got to the quarterback last time. This time we did not get to him, and he got the throw to his tight end.
But not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end.
I feel like a lot of tight ends have 87, to remember.
At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
A lot of the teams that I've played as, or played against as well, have that.
That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Because the Chiefs tight end obviously has Patriots tight end. Who do I play? Texans, their tight end does as well. So those are 3 teams that I've played as or against in the past couple Madden Saturdays I've had that.
Again, it's Charles.
He's getting some nice runs here.
At the 26-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just.
We're going to stop them from running. Going to do a lot of blitzes here. They're going to keep them from running so fast. And then I blitz and they run. I mean, they start. So my second quarter here, 7-0, but the Chiefs are on the 10-yard line. Looking to get somewhere there. They got 2 yards out of that play. 2nd and goal.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. His pass caught at the 4.
That was impressive. He fell on the ground and still caught it.
Up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense.
3rd and goal, so they have to score here, or they're going to go for a field goal. I don't know how the game works, so.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, so they're going to obviously go for a field goal here.
Know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
I messed it up myself moving my guy around so I couldn't get face block. But it's 3-7, so we still have the lead here.
3 points on the board. Happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
So Kansas City has got 1 more yard of gain than we have got.
Pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
Now, obviously, a little bit more than they do. But here's the thing. The run game here as the Seahawks works quite nicely, I believe.
It never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL.
Okay, that was a bad idea.
I don't care that his size isn't great.
Rawls is definitely a good running back.
His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good.
See, what did I say? You get a good run out of him. He'll get you going somewhere. Having Rawls on my team in franchise mode actually got my run game sort of restarted. Even though I had Ezekiel Elliott, I couldn't get the run game really going. I added Rawls to my team, and we got going.
That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle.
All right, so here we go. We have to go for a pass play.
So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play here in the
2-minute warning. 7-3. We have the ball on the 44-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Are you kidding me?
Really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys.
That was a bad play.
Get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So we gave up a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
After a nice play downfield.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings
It did? Wow. Fine with that. Damn, I thought they had the first down.
You ready? Playoff stat. Home teams were 0-4 in the wild card games last year. This time, they rolled, winning all 4 games by 13, 18, 20, and 25 points. That's 76 combined.
I love your math. How about that? Now, the teams that got beat, they don't like the math so much. But how about how that shapes up the divisional round matchups now? We've got some big-time games coming up in the NFL.
Top 4 seeds on each side. Going to be fun. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough.
All right, so 4th and 6. It's going to be our ball here yet again.
Now, on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field.
All right, 18-yard run there.
The Seattle now
I like that.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football,
I broke the first tackle.
very happy. They can't wait to get back.
Didn't get to break the second ones because they were piling on. But
looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Wilson flushed out right. And that one.
Ooh, a nice block there.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
28 seconds here till halftime.
There because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Maga coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He hits Baldwin right side. Now whistles come.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to try here. We need to get
their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here.
Let's actually do it. We have an opportunity here to get good in points. We can take again a 7-point lead.
Kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something.
I would have done a long throw there, but I did not want to go for it.
To risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
All right, so we get the ball back after halftime. I'm ready for halftime here. Not ready for halftime. I'm ready for the next half of the game.
Time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half.
And here we go.
And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it.
So here we go. We get the ball.
Ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
All right, so here we go. We have 80 yards, well, 79 yards to go to get a touchdown.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's
there we go.
Play. Body going
face
one way,
mask
and your head
penalty.
the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Complete outright to Kurz. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the
2nd
first.
and 1. Now we're going to go for some post routes.
Find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
I like that play.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
All right, so here we go. We're trying to take a 14-point lead here.
Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right?
Oh, that's a bad
idea.
idea.
And beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That was a bad idea.
That one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it started going.
You're going to have to throw here.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage? Or
All
do
right.
you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
We have a 7-point lead.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play.
Risk it here.
But I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
There we go. Right there, running across the line with a nice catch.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We're going to be ahead by 14 here.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That time, a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this.
So we're ahead by 14, and
this fielded a few yards into the end zone.
now we got to see if the Chiefs are going to make a comeback here.
He's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field.
The computer team has only beat me once in Madden Saturday so far. That was the first game of the series, losing to the Patriots. We did come close to losing to the computer team in the Rams-Raiders game. I was able to get a touchdown in the last like 4 seconds or something like that to win.
The hands, speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended.
I think the next game might be close though. The Jets and Giants. The Jets don't have that good team. The Giants made the playoffs.
Divisional round. Seattle at Atlanta, a rematch of a game they played earlier this year that many thought Atlanta outplayed Seattle and should have won the ball game, and then go on to Green Bay.
What kind of throws is he doing?
There's not much history in that matchup, is there?
Yeah, that's the 8th time that they will be meeting in the playoffs. Cowboys won it earlier this year in Green Bay, Week 6. Also, Falcons and Seahawks, that's a rematch of the 2013 divisional round.
I mean, I love those matchups. And remember, Dallas going to Green Bay earlier this year really heralded the fact that Dak Prescott had taken over the Cowboys team.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field...
All right, so there they go, another little run play there. 2 minutes left in the quarter here.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd down and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Smith on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's
wow, that was quite good. All right, so 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
That wasn't a good
because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, so the end of the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th quarter with a 14-point lead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Good play there. Nice interception.
About possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
they had a nice play too. I figured, oh, they're gonna score here eventually, but
Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete.
Almost intercepted back again.
There, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one,
there we go. Stepping out of bounds, almost 200 yards thrown here.
Guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
All right, there we go. Nice play there.
Set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And they've got it inside the 10.
There we go. Another 1st down play for us there. Another run outside. These quick slants are really good plays.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team
1 yard
is.
line.
There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Finding time. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Big lead here. They're going to need a lot to come back.
Taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass.
21-point lead here, guys.
What a scramble for a
21-point lead.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
It's all right, though.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Smith.
Well, if you do,
and he's gonna
yes, bring him down.
Midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the
We're allowed 104 pass yards
if you're
here.
right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle.
Well, out of bounds. Here we go.
To take care of you. In this situation, that didn't
4th and
happen.
16. They're going to have to go for it here.
If they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
And he's brought down.
L.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, you know,
okay, then.
For quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Another nice play there.
Inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time.
All right, 2 minutes left. We have the ball in a 21-point lead here over the Chiefs.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man.
I think it'd be cool if the players, the fans start leaving the stadium here like they do in 2K. When you're losing by a big lead and you're not going to win, all the fans start leaving for the team that's getting destroyed.
Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting...
There's Baldwin, touchdown.
Now, there won't be any 2K
Doug Baldwin
games tomorrow, obviously. That's the other game, which sometimes we do 2K games in like the day it's available, but there's not an available spot for it on this Sunday. Because obviously we don't have one in the rest of the week. But we might do one next week.
The thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. To return, here's Chris Conley. And they'll be set up pretty nice.
I did a bad kick for the memes there, to be honest.
5-yard line.
Got a big lead.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can.
All right, so with the Seahawks winning here, we will find out tomorrow what team they'll be facing in a couple weeks. What New York team, either the Jets or the Giants. Now, you guys know I'll be playing as the Jets in that game, with my favorite team. But the Giants have a good chance to win because I'm playing as the Jets. I'll probably be throwing some interceptions, which I didn't do in this game.
Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now it's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeremy Macklin,
all right,
the intended
so
receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This game here, just finish it up, wrap it up.
So
wait out the 38 seconds here.
I count 6 defensive backs out there. Smith throwing again. Going underneath for Charles. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final.
I think the Chiefs could have made a comeback had they scored that touchdown instead of getting an interception towards the end there. It definitely seemed like they had a chance to win. Obviously, that is gone now. 25 seconds being down by 28.
Now Smith. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. I don't think it counts more for the fantasy.
All right, so here we go.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology.
Touchdown there, 10 to 31, 17 seconds left. They're going to go for an onside kick here, probably.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Oh, actually, they're not. Wow.
It winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
"13 seconds left here, guys. A touchdown there for the Chiefs.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is
I just wasted a lot of time running back and forth.
Showing just 3 seconds left. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing.
Yo, he caught that.
On that play,
what?
The incompletion.
That was actually a pretty good catch. So with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for NASCAR Heat Evolution and Madden Saturday, Sunday edition. So find out who'll be playing as the Seahawks, the Jets, or the Giants.